Hey Astros fans, welcome to today's edition of Extra Innings, the Astros Fans UK next day recap on Astros ball games. Game 117, Astros 4, Yankees 5. Let's get right into the big talking points from a missed chance in a loss to tie the series in New York with 3 up, 3 down. 3 up, leading off Jeremy Pena. Another game, another almost immediate Astros go-ahead homer, this time JP3 launching a 400-foot shot over left on just the 4th pitch. Pena drew a patient walk later in another good at-bat, and though he wasn't able to add a further hit in the game, it's still another really good sign about Pena's game that he's found his power stroke at the plate in 2025. Up second, Carlos Correa. It was another big day for Correa as his hit streak since returning to the Astros continues apace. This time he delivered 2 more hits, including a game-tying RBI single in the 4th, plus a walk as part of our 8th inning rally. There are no two ways about it, Correa has looked superb in his Astros career part 2 so far. Once again, he certainly didn't deserve to lose this game. Up third, Jose Altuve. The little boss just can't help himself when it's the Yankees, this time with 2 more hits, including driving in a critical RBI in our big 8th inning to reduce the deficit to 3-4 and leave us eventually with runners at second and third after the Yankees' fundamentals deserted them. Altuve was guilty, however, of an early trademark too bland and very unwisely trying to steal second in the 1st inning. 3 down, first out, Framber Valdez. The aim after his meltdown inning in Boston last weekend was to bounce back with a strong display here, however, unfortunately, it was anything but. For whatever reason, Framber was totally unable to use his primary weapon, the curveball, to any effect whatsoever. Shorn of his main threat, the Yankees lineup had pretty much no difficulty whatsoever getting on base, with Framber's struggles turning our early lead into a deficit in the 1st, but escaping potentially major damage with a double play. Framber only got the leadoff hitter out in one of his 5 2/3 innings, giving up 8 hits and 4 walks, the most egregious of which was arguably a pitch clock timer violation to walk Aaron Judge automatically in the 5th, eventually leading to us falling behind again. You could argue Framber actually did pretty well to limit the damage to scoring 4 runs when he was missing his primary pitch, but there are real worries after 2 straight difficult showings. We absolutely cannot afford Framber to completely fall out of form. His next couple of starts are huge. Second out, Bryan King. Sadly, the King of Kings has looked anything but as of late. Hitters are now savvy to his fastball-heavy, zone-heavy approach, and he hasn't been able to adapt. King has been getting hit hard and often as of late, with the homer given up in the bottom of the 8th to Trent Grisham in this game being the fatal factor that lost us this one. Though Joe Espada may also wonder whether it was wise going lefty versus lefty in such a crucial late at-bat. King has much to ponder, and until he shows another wrinkle or 2 beyond his fastball, I think he may find himself down the bullpen pecking order for a while, especially given the form of fellow lefty Bennett Sousa. Third out, Yainer Diaz. After we had put together a superb fight back in the top of the 8th to pounce and capitalise on the Yankees committing several errors to tie the game at 4-4, having been down by 2 runs, we had the bases loaded with 1 out following a tremendous game-time walk by Christian Walker, and the game now finally at our mercy. However, Yainer was only able to strike out swinging on a high 2-2 fastball when all we needed was a fly ball to the outfield to give us the lead. Even taking the pitch would have led to another full count. Easy for me to say, but the lack of situational hitting here was a massive blow. A couple of extra points to finish on. The Perez-Chica puzzle. Another game with a strange sign at third from Tony Perez-Chica, this time putting up a stop sign to Cam Smith, which he understandably ran through to score and make it 3-4 in Altuve's hit. Very odd. And battle in the West. Our division lead drops to just half a game over the Seattle Mariners. Buckle up and strap in as it's game on. Starting with a huge series finale next with Jason Alexander on the mound. That's it for today's Extra Innings, the next day recap. Let me know your takes on the loss in the comments. Make sure you're following at AstrosFansUK on all platforms, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the next edition of Extra Innings. Go Stros!